How's everybody doing tonight? You guys hear me okay? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Can you guys hear the PC as well as the mic? Please let me know. Hey guys, I'm hoping you can hear me. I hope you were able to hear the sound there. Please let me know if you can hear me, please. Thank you, finally. How's everybody doing tonight? Cool, I hope the banana ball game goes good tonight. It's their home opener too. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started here. Tonight is now the Pandora Directive, the next Tex Murphy. The next Tex Murphy game. And we'll look at the trailer here. This is also by Access Software. As I mentioned before,
Roswell. A dying man knows the truth, and they will stop at nothing to silence him. Even murder. The award-winning designers of Under a Killing Moon and director Adrian Carr challenge you to uncover the Pandora Directive, starring Barry Corbin.
So you beat us to the box.
Kevin McCarthy,
You know about the boxes.
Tanya Roberts,
So where's the box?
John Agar,
It was a spacecraft.
and Chris Jones as Tex Murphy, P.I. Join Tex on the most dangerous case of his career.
How much money you got?
Who are you, Tex?
Don't trust anybody.
Where every step leads to greater danger.
I know someone's gonna murder me.
Aliens are everywhere, man.
There was a cover-up.
Where the line blurs between loyalty and desire.
I am not going to be the second or third most important thing in anyone's life.
And a murderer is on the loose.
It's attracted to heat or energy, and it seems to suck the life right out of everyone it gets on top of.
In the deepest jungles of Mexico lies a secret, buried for 3,000 years.
It's killing everyone.
The Pandora Directive.
Danger's like Jello. There's always room for more.
Some things should never be opened.
Okay, that is, with that being said, let me close this out real quick and we'll get this started, hopefully. And maybe not. To let you know, I was wrong in this. The Pandora Directive is the game that has the different endings and different things you can do. Hey Azula, thanks for coming. Gotcha, what you cooking tonight? So we'll go ahead and do a new game. And we'll play this as entertainment. And the story can move along 3 different paths to a total of 7 combined endings. To play, Mission Street, be thoughtful and kind and choose the high road. Lombard Street, stay neutral and perhaps a little naive. Or Boulevard of Broken Dreams, be antistic and selfish. A tutorial of how to use a virtual world engine is available in the help system. Oh, salmon sounds very good. Just to see the tutorial, click on the question mark on the main console, and then on the tutorial button in the upper right hand corner of the help screen. So with this game and the ones going forward, you'll see a little bit of difference in production value, directing, as well as acting. Thanks to Adrian Cole. And this one also has an all-star cast, with, aside from this coming out later, this has an ESRB rating of T to T for teen. I'll go over some of the games may have this, and I'll include this in the title as well as links. And with the newer game, you have better technology and better equipment they used. So graphics will be a little bit better, as well as the audio. This is still a DOS game and still limited to about 720p. Thank you, Shiloh. How does this sound, Shiloh? Does that sound better? Yes, there might be some. Yep, there was an Easter egg there. Oh shoot, sorry about that. Excuse me, it looks like Evan's character
You know, I'm turning 30 tomorrow. Did you know that?
walked into
Well,
the
happy
ruins,
birthday.
dude.
You know, I was just thinking you don't look a day over 25.
Liar. I don't know, I've just been feeling very stuck lately. You know, I cannot remember the last time I was surprised by anything. Can you?
The last time I was surprised was by you. Well, you know what I mean. I mean,
Is the mic
I'm just
level
surprised that
better
we're able
with
to
your
stay good
headphones?
friends.
I've been thinking about moving. Maybe Phoenix. I've got an old college friend that lives down there, and she says it's nice. I think the change would do me good. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you'll love it down there, because there's square dancing and 10-gallon hats and armadillo hunting.
And macho yokels with names like Tex.
Okay, that's yours.
So tell me, what do you think? You think I should go or not?
Well, you know, Arizona may seem like a much more exciting place than San Francisco, but it's dangerous down there. At least around here, you got your friends checking out for you.
It's dangerous
Okay, I made a
everywhere.
change,
I mean, especially
and I won't
here.
be able to make
I
a
mean, did you
change
hear about
to
that
it.
co-ed? Someone murdered her in her own bedroom.
I didn't hear about that. Who killed her?
Well, the newspaper
So I'll
said it
have
might
to
be
make a
serial killer.
change either at
They
a
gave
break
him
or
some kind
something
of crazy
else.
name. I don't know. I can't remember what they called him.
Well, doesn't that stuff scare you? I mean, I'm a tough guy, and it scares me.
I appreciate your concern, Tex, but I have been fine on my own for a long time.
Oh, looks like Louie and Rook are back there.
Looks like the rain's letting up. I'm going home.
Got a big date?
Oh, yeah. Cary Grant and a pint of Haagen-Dazs. Hold me down. See you later.
Okay, after this, I may make a change here.
What a schmuck.
What?
Chelsea was giving you opportunities all evening and you blew every one of them. The son PI you are. Well, you wouldn't know a clue if it walked up and punched you in the face.
Listen, all I know is, every time I try and ask her out, she turns me down.
It's from the distinguished gentleman in the corner.
You bought me a drink?
He bought you a bourbon.
Oh, good evening, good evening. Gordon Fitzpatrick is my name. Please sit down, sir. You know, I am not in the habit of eavesdropping, but I do believe I heard someone say that you were a private detective.
That's right. I'm a licensed private investigator.
Oh, delightful. It's a pleasure indeed to meet you, and your name?
Murphy. Tex Murphy.
Tex Murphy. Well. This is fine. Now listen, let me ask you this, Mr. Tex Murphy. Have you in your work ever had the occasion to seek for a missing person?
Sure. I can do that.
Well, then perhaps we could do some business.
I think we can work something out. My office is just around the corner, the Ritz Hotel.
Why don't we go there?
It looks like Texas office has got a remodel too. There's some added touches.
I like your office. Oh, yes, the ambiance is very authentic. Reminds me of those, those old detective stories that I used to watch when I was a kid. I'm sure that at any moment, Sam Spade is going to come marching through that door, but then who needs Sam Spade when I've got Tex Murphy standing in front of me? Did you always want to be a private eye?
As far back as I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you have a seat, Mr.
Thank you.
Yeah? While all the other kids were logged on to Sesame Street Interactive, I was reading Hammett and Chandler.
It must be quite an exciting life.
Oh, it's got its moments. Don't get me wrong, it's not like the movies. It sure as hell doesn't pay very well. But it suits me. So what can I do for you, Mr. Fitzpatrick?
Well, I'm trying to find an old acquaintance of mine, Thomas Malloy, Dr. Thomas Malloy. The last official address for him that I have is the Ritz Hotel. Now, do you happen to know him?
Can't say that I do.
It's very important that I find him. You know, let me give you a little background. For many years, I was a research scientist, and I worked alongside Dr. Malloy. But about 20 years ago, maybe, I guess something like that, our paths diverged, and I lost touch with him, and he with me. And then very recently, I saw a photograph of him in a local newspaper. Now, it's a strange thing how time is such a natural equalizer, makes us appreciate the faces from one's past. At any rate, the older gentleman in that photograph is Dr. Malloy. And I contacted the newspaper to find out where the photograph had been taken. It was at the San Francisco Technical University. Well, I hiked right out there, got to the campus, and decided to look the man up and surprise him. Even with that photograph, no one recognized him, no one knew his name. But then I received a strange phone call from a young woman named Sandra. The man I knew as Thomas Malloy, she knew as Tyson Matthews. She seemed quite uncomfortable talking on the vid phone, so I suggested we meet. She never showed up for that appointment.
That is Kevin McCarthy. He
Never heard
has
from her
been in some classic TV series
You know, it's
and
strange.
movies.
But
the other year
this
I happened to
simple,
catch him
whimsical wish of
in
mine
a
to get together with my old
1950s
friend
movie
is materialized into, I don't know, I feel a sense of
called,
impending doom.
I
fear for
Invasion
the
of the
young
Body Snatchers.
And I fear for my friend.
He
Dr.
also had a
Malloy.
cameo.
Sounds interesting.
In,
I think I can look into this for you.
Thank you. Now you'll have to refresh my memory.
Oh, I can't remember his name, but it was in the 70s.
How much is your fee? How does it work?
I charge $500 a day.
With Leonard Nimoy and Jeff Goldblum. I can't remember his
Plus
name.
expenses.
Naturally. There, that should be enough to get you started. And here somewhere, there you go. I could be reached at that number.
I'll be in touch.
I feel we're off to a good start.
All right, Mr. Fitzpatrick. This is the first cash I've had in months. $4 grand. I owe Louis $200, and Rook says I owe him $300. But there should be plenty left over. Yes, sir. Things are definitely looking up.
Not anymore. So here we are on day one. The search for Malloy.
Fitzpatrick didn't give me much to go on. Just the newspaper photo of Malloy and the fact that Malloy stayed here at the Ritz. And there's that girl Fitzpatrick referred to, Sandra. Maybe I can track her down. First I need to find out which apartment Malloy was staying in and then get into it. That means I gotta deal with Nilo, my landlord. It's the second week of April and I'm a little late on my February rent payment.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save it here. And let me see if my things will work. Yes, great. So I'll end the game here real quick. Okay, I've made a change, so please let me know. That's correct, Shiloh. That is the movie that Kevin McCarthy was in. He was also in a cameo in the 70s version. Hopefully my mic sounds better. Please let me know if it does. If it does, we'll go ahead and continue on. back into the game after that change. The opening video that you may have missed was basically after the guy in all black went through all of that person's room. I think he went over to her and said that he turned her over so you could see her face. Her eyes may have been open. There may have been some blood. Excuse me. And still sounds low. Okay. Thank you, Shiloh. I've turned it up a little bit more. This is the same. They have made some improvements.
This door leads downstairs. I'll pick up these clothes next time I'm expecting someone else in my bedroom. Yeah, fat chance of that. That's the way back to my office.
Okay, this is gonna go a little bit faster. We'll take a look at
this
Murphy's
picture was taken of
desk.
my ex-wife on her 25th birthday. Yeah, she was gorgeous. Makes me wonder sometimes why we couldn't make it work.
Yeah, I would have gotten rid of the picture too. One thing
My new
they've
vid
added-
phone is essential to my business. Thank goodness it's easy to operate.
which is nice. So he now has a phone he can call rather than go and talk to people if need be. So that's a good thing. Does it sound better, Shiloh? So we don't have anybody to dial, but that's how that works.
That's a New York Times bestseller, Men Are Imbeciles, Women Are Erratic. My mom sent this to help me with my love life. I've read the first chapter and I think the author's a hermaphrodite. I've had this jackknife ever since my Weeblos days. Rusty the Clown's Fun Book. The only pop-up book in existence with a must-be 18 years or older sticker. I picked this book up at Rook's for $0.25. It's worth every penny. The scanner brings back some truly fond memories. Wonder how Trixie's doing. This is where I store my case files. One of these days, I'll get around to dusting it. The 60-day warranty just ran out on my electronic shop fax machine. It should break down any minute now.
Oh, what else is on his desk? Some other stuff.
This thing sure beats my old desk. 8 cinder blocks and a half sheet of plywood. I borrowed this magazine on my last trip to the dentist. I've always been crazy for the Miracle Nails model. Ritual Virility is a guide to scoring with women. Step number 1, get rich. One of these days, I'm gonna realize my dream of opening a spelunking shop in the Utah desert.
That's actually where they're based
Guilty as
from.
heck. The gripping saga of Lance Knight, the soft-boiled PI.
Okay, so let's travel. We got the Ritz. Okay, so they have some buttons for we're evidently going to be, we may be going international on this trip. And yes, this was a CD game. So yes, there are some more objects to play around with. Okay. So we're gonna go down the stairs.
This is my official front door. It leads to the fire escape. I should probably stop by the newsstand and see if Chelsea's upset with me about last night. I've been trying to get her to go out with me for years now, and just when I think I might be getting somewhere, I stick my big foot in my mouth. Well, now I got some money, and maybe she'll give me another chance to let me take her out to dinner.
It goes there automatically, that's good.
Hi, Tex.
Okay, interactive time. Do you want me to go through this fast since this is a longer long play game, or do we want to choose? Okay. That's good enough for me, Shiloh.
Hey, I'm sorry about last night.
Is that so? Why?
Playing hard to get, huh? Okay. I'll play your little game.
I'm not in the mood, Tex. You know, this is not a game to me. I have a lot of big decisions to make, and maybe I need to get away to make them.
Hey, everybody needs some space sometimes. Go if you have to, but I'll be waiting when you get back.
Thanks, Tex. I'll keep that in mind.
So
So what's up?
Listen, Chelsea, I know you say you never go out with customers, but since I never bought anything from you, officially I'm not a customer, and I'd really like to take you out to dinner tonight.
What, like a date?
No, it'd be more like two friends having a great meal and maybe some stimulating conversation.
I guess that'd be okay. I mean, yeah, that'd be all right. You know, Tex, I haven't really been myself lately, and I really appreciate you looking out for me.
Hey, this is gonna be my pleasure. So what are you in the mood for? You know, I heard Weenie World put tater tots on the menu.
I've got a better idea. Why don't you let me make you dinner at my place? It's cheaper than going out. And besides, I have something I'd like to talk to you about. Let's say 8 o'clock?
Well, you talked me into it, Miss Bando.
Well, I feel so spoiled.
By the way, what should I bring, red or white?
You better bring both.
Finally. After years of relentless pursuit, Chelsea's inviting me over to her apartment for dinner. Oh man, the possibilities are making me woozy. Okay, snap out of it, Murphy, and let's get back to work here. Maybe I should head over to the Ritz and see if Nilo's at the front desk. I'm sure he'll be happy to see me.
So with playing these three games, the next installment too.
Hold
I
it
always
right
have
there,
a
you
thing for
sneaking
Chelsea.
piece of slop.
You know, I think I might just grab that cigar and shove it down your throat. What do you think about that?
One more crack like that, and you can go look for another dump to live in. Pay up your rent, or you're out of here. Capiche? I guess you don't count so good. You owe me $2,100. That's more like it.
Well, now that we're all square, can you take a look at a photo for me?
No comprendi.
Hey, I had no idea you were bilingual, El Nino.
No one ever talks to me like that. Get the hell out of here, sicko.
Yay! I like that. Okay, so where can we travel? Newsstand. We'll just go outside. Oops. I'll see if I can adjust the sensibility.
Rook's been running his pawn shop since sometime before the Eisenhower administration. He's a crusty, mean-spirited little troll who's rumored to have a heart of gold. Yeah, sure. He lets me buy things on credit occasionally, but then he nags me ruthlessly until I pay up. We get along all right, as long as I keep my bills settled.
Up already, Murphy? And it isn't even lunchtime yet. Or am I still asleep? Having a horrible, horrible nightmare.
Here you go, Shorty. I told you I'd pay you back as soon as I got a case, didn't I?
Well, let's pop the champagne and have a parade. Murphy paid me back.
Rook, you're so damn tight. I'll bet you could sit in a sandbox and leave a trail of pearls.
At least I don't have to borrow money from everyone I know. You're lucky to have understanding friends like myself.
Oh yeah, you're a real peach, Rook. Listen, I'd love to stand around and bicker with you all day, but I need to ask you some questions regarding the case, huh?
Ordinarily, Murphy, I'd tell you what to do with your irritating questions. But after all, you did pay me back. I suppose I can spare you a few moments.
And we will ask about...
Never heard the name in my life. No. Next question. I've seen this man before. He came into my pawn shop several weeks ago and pawned an item. If you want to find out what he pawned, I suggest you find him and ask him.
Thanks, Rook.
The man in your photo told me his name was Tyson Matthews. Nilo's run the Ritz for years. He's a pig. But at least he pays cash when he buys something from me. How should I know who that is? You know enough about me. Louis' a good man. He seems to like you quite a bit. I can't figure out for the life of me why. Oh, Chelsea. If I were a younger man, you wouldn't have a chance with her. Now, I'll admit you have some skills as a PI. It's your social skills that need desperate help.
And they made things a little bit easier, too. Let's see what the alley looked like. Oh, Mr. Bund's not here anymore.
The slice of heaven's been vacant for months. During one of my previous cases, I did a job for the former owner, Francesca Lucido. Helped her get a divorce from her dirtbag husband, and she took him to the cleaners. Last I heard, she was dating some young stud named Julio and renting a condo in Miami Beach.
So, Slice of Heaven Pizza closed up.
These doors lead to the Brew and Stew. It's the only place in the neighborhood to get a decent meal. The Brew and Stew, Louis' diner, is more of a home to me than my place at the Ritz. Louis is probably my best friend if I have one. He's always making sure I get enough to eat, and he runs me tabs for
Thanks
months
for
at
the
a
game
time.
update, Katie.
My current debt is up to $200. But with the smell of fresh
Any
coffee
trick
and
plays
Louis'
yet?
special home cooking, the Brew and Stew always has the welcome sign turned on.
Wife! I noticed you talking to that older gentleman last night. I bet Rook $20 that he hired you to do some work for him.
Yeah, he did. And he gave me a nice retainer, too. Thinking about spending some of the money on Chelsea. She'll let me.
Chelsea's like a souffle, Mike. Treat her real gentle. And don't hurry things too much. She's pretty soft inside.
Cool.
Stop, Louie. You're making me hungry. Listen, we can talk about women and food later, huh? Right now, I need to see if you know anything that can help me out.
Sorry, Mike. Haven't heard of him. I'm pretty sure I've never heard that name. Sorry, Mike. Haven't heard of him. Yeah, I remember this guy. Came in here to eat a couple times. Probably a month ago. I'm pretty sure I've never heard that name. I don't like to talk bad about people, so I got nothing to say about Nilo. I just saw him talking to you. That's about it. Rook's just an ordinary son of a gun, but believe it or not, he's pretty soft underneath. What are you asking about me for? I ain't nothing special. Chelsea's the sweetest girl I've ever met. There's nothing I'd like more than to see you two together. You're okay in my book, Mike, no matter what anyone else says.
Okay, since I'm not quite sure where to go, let's see what we got. Oh, we have his card to look at.
So Fitzpatrick's staying at the Savoy. Guess I can call him on my vid phone if I need to talk with him.
Here we go.
My new vid phone is essential to my business. Thank goodness it's easy to operate.
Hello, Mr. Murphy. How are your efforts progressing?
I have a few leads. Called to see if you give me some additional information.
I'll be happy to tell you anything I know. As I've said, I haven't seen my friend for years, and I don't believe I have any additional information that would help you locate him. That may have been the girl that I spoke to at the university. As I've said, I haven't seen my friend for years, and I don't believe I have any additional information that would help you locate him. It's my idea that that was the pseudonym that Thomas used when he worked at the university. That's the landlord at the Ritz, if I'm not mistaken. Extremely unpleasant and uncooperative. Oh, my part in all this is relatively unimportant.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
The man who runs the diner, I found him a very pleasant man. The name is new to me. I can't place the name. If I'm any judge of character, I think our arrangement will be extremely beneficial.
Okay, so we in order to find Lucia Purnell, we'll have to find out later. So back to Nilo.
What now, Pinhead?
Now maybe you can answer a few questions for me.
No comprendi?
I said I can use your help.
I heard what you said. It's just my meter ran out. Of course, you see no.
Of course.
So, what's on your mind? Never heard of him. I ain't familiar with that name.
Recognize the man in this photo?
Yeah, I seen him before.
What can you tell me about it?
He used to stay here. Gone now.
Which room did he stay in?
Hey,
What name did he use when he signed in?
Matthews. Tyson Matthews.
Okay. Well, thanks for the help.
Oh, the pleasure was all mine. P-Break. We only stayed here a couple of weeks. Paid up front for 2 months. But he's too late to get a refund. What are you asking about me for? Want to ask me out on a date? Nope. Nicest guy on the street. Me and him, we talk the same language.
Money.
I'd like to wipe the smile off that fat guy's face. But he ain't a bad cook. I got a few things I'd like to teach that Chelsea, if you know what I mean. Look, as long as you pay the rent, I don't care if you're the Queen of freaking England.
Apartment A is through the door by Nilo's desk and up the stairs. Nilo's had a hard time keeping tenants, so Malloy was probably the last person to stay in the room. Hopefully I'll find a lead once I get inside.
Yes, but the question is, will we be able to get inside? Oops, 8 keys, yeah. Okay, so A must be on the other level, unless that's Texas. Yep, that's Texas.
This door is to my humble abode.
I didn't find it. Where the heck? Oh, there it was. It was hidden.
So, this is where Malloy stayed. The beginning of the trail.
I missed it.
What a scumbag. Nilo knew I couldn't get into the apartment without the code. Now he'll probably want to charge me a few $100 for it. At this rate, I'm gonna be broke again in a hurry.
What do you want? I'm busy here.
So how much is it gonna cost me to get some cooperation, you slimy scumbag?
Look at the pot calling the kettle black. $500.
Well, I'm not gonna give you another dime. You give me the information or I'll turn that mug of yours into taco meat.
Okay. On account of my good mood, I won't charge you. Besides, I can't fit any more of your money in my pocket.
Yeah.
Nyla looks around like he's about to sell some government secret and then lets me take a peek in his special notebook. The code is 4827.
Thank you. It was nice to know that you didn't have to take my money. Hey, I remembered it. Cool. Oh! I was afraid of that. And guess what? I didn't save the game. Day 2, ladies in waiting.
My head feels like it's full of molasses. Yeah, another swell case for San Francisco's favorite punching bag. I suppose the fact that someone knocked me out must mean I'm on the right track. Whoever hit me did a thorough job. Must have interrupted his search of the apartment. Maybe that means he overlooked something.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. What are we gonna tell Chelsea?
Looks like a letter. I wonder who this David Wright is. And more importantly, if Malloy's been to his cabin in Oregon. Now there's no lock on the drawer.
Which is a good thing. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to explain it to her, too.
This looks like a pawn ticket of some kind. No play, bub. I never look at these personally, but I do remember this one. It was the Amazon Woman edition featuring 37 pages of full-color pictures. Nice. Man, what's this? Looks like a scarf.
Hi, Autumn. I know.
Ooh, this scarf reeks of cheap perfume. I guess Malloy must have had a lady friend in for a visit. And if the lady friend wore this scarf anywhere else in the neighborhood, she'd be pretty hard to forget. Maybe I should show this thing around and see what I can find out. Nice wastebasket. That drafting table must be 70 years old. Look at all those drawers.
And yes, we're gonna look in each one of them. Oh, brother. Nice. That would be interesting.
That drafting table must be... It's an old photograph.
Yeah, you do. And I'll probably hand over my Switch to you here soon.
Envelope. Whoever wrote this has worse penmanship than I do. Either that or it's written in some weird language.
It's probably a weird language text that you don't understand.
Yeah, looks like a business card. This warehouse is just down the street from the Ritz.
And it's probably the warehouse from the previous game. Of course, Louis is the guy. And I can't travel. Oh, come on. Yes, these have the same navigation as before. Okay. Auxiliary panel. Let's see. Config. Okay, let's see if that helps. Yeah, a little bit.
Oh man, Chelsea's gonna kill me.
Yep.
I didn't realize how long I was out. God, almost 16 hours. I was out cold straight through our dinner date. She's never gonna believe me. Oh, Chelsea's not at the newsstand. That's strange. I wonder if she's at her apartment.
Probably.
How's your case coming along? Anything I can do to help? I remember this scarf. And the perfume on it. Young, blonde girl. Came in here a while ago. In fact, she came in here with the guy in the photograph. She was real pretty, though a little heavy on the makeup. I think she said her name was Emily. I don't know anything else about her.
Okay, where is it? Offer.
No thanks. Well, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say it's written in Yucatec. It's a Mayan language spoken in southern Mexico. I can't help you with the translation, though. You know who might be able to help you is Clint. I heard he's quite a world traveler. You might give it a try. I don't know nothing but English, and not much of that.
Oh, that's where Clint moved to.
Rusty the Clown used to own this place, then he mysteriously disappeared. In my last case, I found his body hidden in the back. Cops came in a few weeks ago and carried out Rusty's remains and locked everything up. This place has been locked up for months. I guess this letter didn't quite make it into the mailbox. Uh-oh. Moral dilemma. To mail or not to mail? That is the question. This mailbox used to be located by the Slice of Heaven. Federal discrimination laws require that it be moved to a new location on the 1st of every month. The Coco Cabana was just opened by a reformed bum named Clint. I met him during my last case when he was living in a dumpster in an alley behind Rook's pawn shop.
Yeah.
You know, Clint, when I see you in the midst of this magnificent setting, it's hard to believe that you were living in a dumpster a couple of months ago.
Yeah, what's the matter? You're jealous because I'm a successful businessman and you're still a cut-rate PI. Don't like seeing someone like me pass you on the social ladder, do you?
Yeah, whatever. But I just find it just a little suspicious when a destitute transient opens a place like this.
For your information, I got a Cub grant from the Agency for Curbing Urban Blight. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a business to run. So, either order something or take a hike.
You know, I heard that eating excessive amounts of chocolates can result in hallucinations.
Yeah, and at the moment, I'm having a vision of a PI being bludgeoned to death with a blender.
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? When my grandma was strung out on Demerol, she used to see dancing monkeys.
Ha ha! You're a real comedian. So why don't you come a little bit closer and I'll try out a few of my punchlines on you.
Look, buddy, you owe me. Remember last December? Who eased your pain when you ran out of chocolate syrup? Who's the one who found you the piece of Louie's award-winning chocolate pie? Who? Me, that's who.
Fine. You do me one favor, and you expect me to kiss up for the rest of my life? All right, what do you want? Nope. Drawing a complete blank. Did you know that there's some kind of secret door that comes out of Rusty's funhouse over by the warehouse? I saw the cops open it when they were there last week.
Louie told me that you might be able to help me out.
Ah, how's that?
Well, he says you're quite a world traveler. Tell me what you're making.
I highly doubt that.
Let's see. Oh yeah, here it is. The cheese factory is on fire. Hell, I can't read any of that crap. Jesus, I tell Louie I went to Tijuana a couple times and now what? Suddenly I'm Marco Polo? Emily? Yeah, you must be talking about the girl who sings at the Flamingo. She's come by here a couple times with a gigantic guy named Gus Leach. He runs the Fuchsia Flamingo, and he might be Emily's boyfriend. They come by every once in a while and order the bliss on a biscuit. Actually, now that you mention it, the last time those two were here, Leach dropped a key under his seat, and I didn't find it until after they left. I've been meaning to run it down to the Flamingo, but if you're gonna go that way, drop it off for me. This scarf belongs to Emily. Love that perfume. Smells almost as good as fresh chocolate. Oh, I wish I could help you. Can't say I've heard of it. Oh, I wish I could help you. Nilo? An open sore on the face of humanity. At one point, I had to choose between living at the Ritz and living in the dumpster. I took the lesser evil. Totally unfamiliar to me. That blood-sucking tightwad, he wanted me to pay rent for living in the dumpster outside of his pawn shop. That guy's a real gem. Hell of a cook. Chelsea's a nice girl. But whatever happened between us was over long ago. Don't let the torch she still carries for me stand in your way. All right, you brought me a chocolate pie when I was on the skids. I'm indebted to you for the rest of my life. You're a god. Happy?
Mm-hmm.
So Emily works at the Flamingo with someone named Gus Leach. Now that I got the key, maybe I should go ahead and pay him a little visit.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and end things, or pause things here, right here, for a short break. So if you have need to take a bathroom break, need something to drink or snack, go ahead and do that. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, everybody, welcome back from break. What we'll go ahead and do is go and talk to Rook and see what Rook has aside from his ticket. By the way, Shiloh, I remembered.
Back again, Murphy. If you're here to ask for another loan, you can forget it.
I remember the 70s movie that had Kevin McCarthy in it. It starred Donald Sutherland in a remake or an updated version of Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
That's the name of the man in the photo? He only came in here once. Well, if it wasn't for me, he'd still be camping out in the dumpster. I told him I was going to charge him rent, and he moved up to Coit Tower. Well, I don't know where he got the money to open his chocolate stand. He probably stole it. Never heard the name in my life. They finally found Rusty, dead as disco. And I, for one, couldn't be happier. I didn't care much for the drug dealers, illegal novelty smugglers, and out-of-work clowns that used to hang out at the fun house. As a matter of fact, I just received a large number of reference books from an estate. If I'm not mistaken, one of the books was titled Yucatec Made Easy. You can buy it if you'd like, $30.
Well, I hope my new purchase will help me out.
Of course I've heard about it. I just doubt I know any more about it than you. How should I know who that is?
Okay, so we'll go to the inventory. Let's take a look at this.
If Louis was right, this book should help me figure out what the letter says.
Oh.
Whoever wrote this has worse penmanship than I do. Either that or it's written in some weird language.
Neat.
This little baby's my ticket into the Fuchsia Flamingo.
March 3rd, 2043. Dear Thomas, I apologize for the delay in responding to your letter. It had to be forwarded several times and finally caught up with me in Mexico. Doing field work can make me difficult to track down. It was good to hear from you and see that your Yucatec is still exceptional. I was also happy to hear that I was able to help you with your deciphering work. The similarities between some of the symbols you sent me and those in the Mayan Codex I've discovered are quite stunning. You may be interested to hear about some of my recent work. As I've related, there are many local legends in this area that seem to confirm some of your theories. I admit I've been skeptical, but recent discoveries have made me rethink my position. Several weeks ago, I met an ancient local man who gave me a set of drawings of ancient Mayan hieroglyphs, which I will reproduce below. The translation really reads, of course, the date at which of the Mayan calendar begins, corresponding to 3113 BC on the Gregorian calendar. Experts have always believed that this date was arbitrary and that the Mayan culture didn't even seem to exist until the 1st century AD. As a remember of the translation, black sun may refer to a solar eclipse. The other symbols can be translated considerably and radically depending on your disposition. Either way, I'm trying to convince the old man who gave me the symbols to take me to where he found them. He believes that the place is wholly grounded and tells me that no man has entered there for centuries. He refers to this location as his birthplace. Of course, I'm intrigued. Hopefully my next communication will have more details. By the way, you said you have a package to send to me. Since I'll be doing field work off and on, why don't you send it to the care of me, at the SAC Hotel in Mexico, Oliver.
Good Lord, Murphy. What is it about my shop that has you so fascinated?
Oh, it's this case I'm working on. So darn confusing. I need to ask you some more questions.
I don't know how you make a living as a PI. I suppose that explains why you're always broke. I don't want that.
I need to redeem this receipt.
You didn't pawn this.
Well, how much is it? Look, I'm willing to pay extra.
$200. Yep, plus $50 for it not being your receipt.
Well, I hope my new purchase will help me out.
I don't want that.
Okay. Oh man, that sucks, Shiloh. Sorry to hear that. Okay, let's go see Chelsea.
I fly my speeder to the Four Gables apartment building where Chelsea lives. Luckily, or maybe not, she doesn't answer the door. For the time being, I can save my groveling apology for later and go back to working on my case. I've known Lieutenant Mac Malden for years, and occasionally we help each other out. Like a few months ago, when I gave Mac a tip on finding Rusty the Clown's body in the funhouse down the street from the Ritz.
Well, as I live and breathe, it isn't Tex Murphy, my little PI pal.
Hey, what's your arm doing in a sling? Isn't it usually your butt?
You're a funny guy, Murphy. You know, I sprained my elbow beating the hell out of a guy just 'cause he reminded me of you.
And I think you're forgetting who tipped you off about finding Rusty's remains at the funhouse and got you named Cop of the Month.
I didn't forget, though I'd like to. So what do you want? Don't know anything about him. You think I know everyone in this town? Don't know anything about him. We found Rusty's remains in there thanks to your tip. Sure was good to close a case on a damn clown. I'm not sure who owns the place now, but I still got the key. Sure. After the tip you gave me, I suppose the least I can do is loan you the key. You think I know everyone in this town? No can do, Murphy. Sorry. Well, there are some things I don't know about. Don't know anything about him. You think I know everyone in this town? You can keep that. You can keep that. You can keep that.
So what do you think of this game, Shiloh? After this, I'll go ahead and save the game.
David Wright's cabin is out in the middle of nowhere. The place appears to be totally abandoned. The door's unlocked, but as soon as I step inside, I sense something wrong. Like I'm just about to open a carton of milk that's been sitting out in the sun too long.
Cool. Thanks, Katie.
Books in the case have really been shoved around. Bookcase doors. Interesting. Whoever came through here to straighten up missed the lamp. This drawer looks promising. Interesting. I bet this will run on my computer back at the office. Interesting. I bet this must be Mr. Wright, the owner of the cabin.
Oh.
These pieces of paper are wrinkled, as if they were wet at some time. Those big red spots look like blood splatters. These books look like they've been tossed around, like somebody was rifling through them. Bookcase doors. This window looks like it's been broken for a while. I'd guess the cabin's been unoccupied ever since, or someone would have covered the hole. And this door's jammed shut. Nice supply of firewood. That basket's empty. Seems like a strange place to hang a painting. A security keypad. I guess whatever's behind the door must be important. The rag's got brown stains all over it. No, that's blood. Nice wad of paper.
Who shoot do so fast? Oh, there's a computer room. I forgot he expanded his apartment.
That's the only computer in the office that works.
Okay. Oh yeah, the one nice thing about this game is that when on the screen you can skip the puzzle if you want, but you also reduce your score for the game. I guess it doesn't work. Okay. 4 blue, 3 red, 3 lights. Thank you, Katie. Nope, that's not right. Okay, we'll skip that. There we go. Right here, huh? That's not okay. Where's my pen? Right here.
It's an interesting picture. Security.
Oops, I missed it.
This door should be.
Here we go.
Movie screen? Sheesh, I haven't seen one of these since I was a kid. Some of these floorboards appear to be loose. Oh,
yep, look
Lord.
away.
Someone put some good holes in this guy. There's not much left of him, but I don't think this is Malloy, judging by the hair. Looks more like the guy in the photo downstairs. David Wright. The question is, who's responsible for this? And did they get Malloy, too?
The plot thickens.
Whoa, now there's an antique. A real 16mm projector. Turning this thing on won't do much good without any film. These books look like they've been tossed around, like somebody was rifling through them. Looks like a post-war map of Scotland. Paper scattered around. It's a reel of 16mm film. This reel looks at least 100 years old.
It looks like it's an alien being.
There's got to be some sort of practical joke. Wait a second. Whatever that thing is, it just moved. I remember some sort of alien autopsy film from years ago, but that alien was dead. This thing looks alive, but just barely. Seems to be in a lot of pain. Wonder what happened to him. Uh-oh. He doesn't look like he's gonna make it. I wonder if Malloy's disappearance is connected in some way to the contents of this film clip. Military personnel, a live alien? If it wasn't a hoax, this thing could stir things up in a big way. Maybe I shouldn't be getting involved. This is the sort of thing that gets people killed.
Okay, we're gonna travel back. And we'll finish up Rusty's.
Looks like the cops put one of their computerized locks on the door. Rusty's front door is sealed off with a cop lock. There's no way I can get in without unlocking it. Well, Mac gave me the key to open the cop lock, but he didn't tell me how to deactivate it. Oh well. I'll just have to figure it out. The 4 nodes on the left have to link up with the 4 nodes on the right. The connections can't intersect or the cop lock resets.
Five, six. Oh, jeez.
Empty cardboard boxes. Looks like some local hooligans have been in here. Rusty's Armory of Plastic Weapons. Kids don't play with these anymore. Well, why should they when they can have the real thing?
Okay.
The only thing in this neighborhood that's tackier than that marquee is Clint's toupee. This gate leads to an alley behind the Ritz and the Flamingo. Looks like this side of the Fuchsia Flamingo didn't get painted. You can still see all the old markings from when it was the Bijou Theater. This must be the back door to the Flamingo. It's all locked up.
So we'll take a look and see what's going on with Emily.
Didn't mean to wake you, Emily. I'm sorry. How did you get in here?
You recognize this? It's your key. You dropped it down by Coy Tower, but I brought it by just to check and make sure it was the right one.
Well, you're a regular Boy Scout, aren't you?
Yeah, and now my mom gets to sew my breaking and entering merit badge right on my sash.
What's that smell?
Do you like it? It's called Party Hard by Fabergé.
Don't screw around with me. Where's that smell coming from?
Well, I don't know, but you sound awfully stuffed up, and I'm out of hankies. Why don't you clean it out with this scarf?
Where'd you get this?
Well, I found it next door at the Ritz. That's where I live, and I've been trying to find out who it belongs to.
I'll make sure it gets to the right person. Now, why don't you run along before I call the cops?
Well, I'm not sure, but I think Mr. Leach and I hit it off pretty darn well. At least he told me what I wanted to know. Emily lives at the Flamingo. Now I'll just have to find another way into the club, get past that big mutant. Maybe Chelsea could help. Seems to me she mentioned having a membership to the club. If she's home, I'll apologize and see if she'll go out for a drink with me. Maybe at the Fuchsia Flamingo.
Guess what? Guess what Tex is gonna do with Chelsea, Shiloh?
When I get to Chelsea's apartment at the Four Gables, there's a knot in my stomach as big as a cantaloupe. She's probably convinced I stood her up. I'll be lucky if she even talks to me.
Hi.
You're just a little late, aren't you?
Okay. I know this looks really bad, and you're probably really upset with me.
You're damn right I'm upset. I didn't deserve to be stood up.
This has to be one of the worst days of my life. I finally get a date with you and somebody decides to knock me out. I wouldn't blame you if you never talked to me again.
Oh, I have heard a lot of lame excuses, but this has got to be the worst one ever.
I'd never stand you up on purpose. Not after all the groveling I've done to get you to go out with me.
And why should I believe you?
I told you before, Chelsea, I am crazy about you. And I'd do anything to make you crazy about me. I couldn't help not being here last night. But if you're not going to believe me, we might as well call it quits right now. I mean, we'll never get anywhere if you can't take me at my word.
You're right. I'm sorry. I was just really looking forward to seeing you, and, well, then you didn't come, and well, I figured you'd changed your mind.
No way. You can feel the bump on my head if you want.
Ooh. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's not like I've never taken a shot to the head before. It's hard to believe my brain still works.
You really shouldn't set yourself up like that.
Yeah, I know. But hey, speaking of setups, I think we both need a drink. What do you think about tying one on down at the Fuchsia Flamingo?
I am really not in any shape to go out for a drink. I've been up all night and I am a total wreck. Give me a day or two to recover and, well, we'll start all over. Okay?
Okay.
I am sorry that you had a bad night. And I'm even more sorry that I got so mad at you. Have a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Fuchsia Flamingo proudly presents your entertainment.
I fly back home and walk over to the front door of the Flamingo. Luckily, someone other than Leach is checking the memberships. I get a nice older couple to sponsor me, and I'm in like Flynn. Looks like Lucy Love is wearing the scarf I gave to Leach. Nice to meet you, Emily. Now I just gotta figure out how to get a minute of your time. Unfortunately, Leach hasn't taken his eyes off me since I sat down. He's probably wondering how I got in. I better get a move on before he throws me out. As soon as he gives me an opening, I'll see if I can slip upstairs to Emily's apartment.
Shiloh would say that Emily's looking pretty good. Oh, nice.
Come near me, not scream. I mean it.
Hold on. I just need to talk to you for a minute.
What do you want?
My name's Tex Murphy. I'm looking for Thomas Malloy.
I know you.
Yeah.
Have we met?
No, you're a detective, right? Listen,
Yeah,
I have to
gingers
get
are
ready for
good
my
too.
next set. Why don't you have a seat right over here?
Besides, this was made in the 90s, Shiloh,
I've heard
so
you can
I
help
think
people.
everybody liked blondes.
Well, I do my best.
You think you can help me?
That depends on the problem.
I think someone's gonna murder me.
Why would you think that?
It started a couple days after Thomas left. I got a weird call. Someone asking where Thomas had gone. I told them I didn't know, and they hung up. A couple days later, I found a note in my room. After I read it, I was so scared. I told Gus. He told me not to worry about it. That it was just some freak who gets off on scaring women. But I know it's not like that. It's serious.
Oh, this sounds like something the police ought to handle.
Gus says he'll protect me. He doesn't want the police or anyone else taking care of me. I know he means well. But sometimes... But he's always been so good to me. I don't know what to do.
I'll need to take a look at the note, if you still got it.
I do. But I tore it up after I read it. I was gonna throw it away, but I decided to save it and give it to the police.
Good girl. Now, have you received any calls or messages like this since then?
No. But I feel like someone's watching me.
I'll check that out. By the way, you tell me your real name?
Emily. Emily Sue Patterson.
Listen, Emily, I'll do what I can. But you gotta promise me that you'll tell me everything about Dr. Malloy.
Well, that's probably fair. I think I can trust you. Why are you looking for him?
Actually, I was hired by a friend of his to find him.
Hey, Emily, you're on it. What the hell are you doing in here?
Gus, it's okay. He just came up for an autograph picture. I'll be right
Get the photo
down.
another time. Get the hell out.
We were done anyway. Good night, Lucy.
By the way, Shiloh,
Don't bother going back to your table. Just keep on walking right out of my club. If I see the flamingo again, I'll break your legs.
Well, my bar tab's on the table. Guess that means the drinks are on you. Night, Leach.
Aaron Connors, who wrote the script for these, also wrote the novels, novelization of the game. So if you're interested, these books are available based on the game. The books may provide more details and things. Day 3, The Black Arrow Killer.
Men are imbeciles, women are erratic. Is this any good?
Well, not really. The guy generalizes too much, and I think all people who generalize are idiots.
Well, I'll have to cross that off my list of things to do.
So, to what do I owe this pleasant, yet entirely unprecedented visit?
Oh, you know how we women are. I've just been thinking things over again.
Oh, it's not a gender issue. I've been known to think things over on occasion.
Yeah, well, I finally reached a firm decision. I think. Something you said the other day has stuck in my head. You know, you told me that if I left, that you'd still be here when I got back. Did you mean that?
That depends.
Gee, I don't know if I can compete with all those women chasing you, but I'm thinking I just might give it a try. First, though, I'm going to take some time off and I'm going to decide if that's what I really want. There's just one thing I need to ask you before I go. Tell me what you think about love. You know, romantic love.
In my experience, love is like a 70-foot bungee jump with an 80-foot cord.
Sounds like you're not too interested in trying it again.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just I've got to be more careful this time. Same thing if I ever do the bungee thing again. Next time I won't eat a whole plate of nachos right before I jump.
Oh, I feel the same way. Oh, about being careful and not rushing into anything. Although, I must admit, of late, I've had some pretty strong impulses about you.
Tell me about these impulses.
Oh, Doctor, I've had this urge to do something like... Wait, can't do this. It just could be too dangerous.
But I like danger. I like acrobatic danger right here on...
Look, Tex, I am really attracted to you. I mean, like, really. In fact, lately I've even been imagining what it would be like to, you know. And, well, that's why I need to take this trip to Phoenix to make sure I'm thinking with my head. Oh, I can't guarantee anything, but when I come back, don't be surprised if I come looking for you, Mr. Murphy. And you better be ready.
Man, I can't decide if Chelsea's really interested or if she just likes torturing me. Either way, I think I'll take a nice cool shower and get back to work.
Shiloh.
Maybe looking at the note Emily gave me last night will help keep my one-track mind off Chelsea.
Oh yeah, another puzzle. This is the fun part, Shiloh. And no, we don't have a bigger screen like before. Oh, bugger. What was it? 034 036.
Yeah. Emily Stalker was careful not to leave anything traceable on this note. The only distinctive thing about it is the black arrow symbol.
Make it quick, Murphy. I got about 1 million things to do. And wasting time on you ain't one of them.
We've known each other a long time, Mac. You don't need to pretend you're busy every time I stop by.
Look, I doubt you will understand this concept, Murphy, but I have a real job, and I've got a lot to do
Coconut's our new
today.
team, right?
So go ahead and ask me a few questions, but then get out of my hair and go play detective somewhere else.
Take a look at this note.
Damn. Did you get this?
I got it from a client. What can you tell me about it?
You ever hear about the Black Arrow Killer?
It's vaguely familiar, but refresh my memory.
Oh no, you're on your own in this one. You take care of yourself. That's dangerous territory. You can keep that.
Yeah. I don't want to offer that to ask about.
Most of what I know came from the papers. I know there's a rumor around that the Black Arrow Killer has moved out here. I don't know any more than what I've told you. There are a lot of perverts running around these days. We can't keep tabs on all of them. Sorry. You think I know everyone in this town? Don't know anything about him.
Some anyway. Whoa, that's even faster than I thought.
Mike, you just missed Chelsea. She stopped in to say goodbye. She's apparently off to Arizona. Is everything okay with you two?
I have absolutely no idea. What did Chelsea tell you?
Well, she and I talked for a bit. She's having a rough go of it.
Or should I take that personally? I think I'm going to.
Well, it's part you, part turning 30. I told her everyone goes through a phase like this. I haven't yet. Of course, I'm still young. I'm 58 and I still ain't ready to settle down. Tell me, Mike, you ever been truly in love with someone?
Sure. Used to be married.
Yeah, the only thing easier than falling in love is getting married.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, it's a hell of a lot harder to get out of a marriage than it is to get into one.
You know what it is, Mike? Chemicals. Up in your brain. We got these chemicals going bananas.
Yeah, so, I mean, what's your point?
My point is, falling in love don't mean a lot. What's hard is knowing someone real well and still liking them. But that ain't even the hardest thing. The hardest thing is finding someone you can trust. Remember that. Now, I'll get off my soapbox. What can I do for you? I remember reading about the Black Arrow Killer. Someone was covering the story in the Bay City Mirror. You want to find copies of the Black Arrow Killer articles? I throw out all my old papers, but Rook sometimes holds on to his. Keeps them in the alley back at the pawn shop. Sorry, Mike. I can't help you there. I've heard talk that a stranger's been seen around the neighborhood for a while now. course, a lot of people come and go around here. I don't know anything else about her. I guess that's the name of the girl who sings up at the Fuchsia Flamingo. I haven't seen her in action. Leach is the guy who opened the club. Big fella. Got a real hearty appetite.
So let's see where Rook keeps his papers.
Yeah, the fire escaped to nowhere.
Yep, I was right. Same place as the previous game.
The garbage can to person ratio is pretty high in this part of the country. I think it's about 4 to 1. The garbage can to person.
Oh, come on, wow.
Yeah, it looks like trash to me. Of course, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Ah, Clint's old studio apartment. I wonder if it's for rent. Ah, Clint's old studio.
That's a Sprite.
Man, I haven't seen this much trash since the Murphy family swap meet. Man, I haven't seen this much trash since... Well, this is your typical pile of trash. Pretty straightforward.
Okay, so where are those bloody newspapers at then? Oh, it's a different trash can. There we go.
Man, seems like I have to go through Rook's garbage at some point in every case I take. What a dirty, rotten job. Well, here's an old issue of the Bay City Mirror. Man.
So, a Chelsea left town, eh? Well, I was wondering how long it'd take before you drive her out of the state.
Shiloh, does Paul Harvey sound familiar to you?
Oh, apparently you haven't heard everything. Someday, Chelsea and I will tell you the rest of the story.
Keep dreaming, Murphy. Dreams are healthy. So what are you here for? I remember Lucia Purnell. Quite a strong-willed young woman. She works for the Bay City Mirror and came to interview me right after my shop was broken into. I have her business card here if you want to contact her. The Mirror is a fine publication. I try to save my copies so they can be recycled. Then the bums come while I'm sleeping and steal them. Probably using them for blankets. I read about the Black Arrow killer in the newspaper, but why are you asking me about him? He was arrested in Nevada some time ago. You expect me to know about that? I've heard that a stranger's been seen lurking around the neighborhood lately. I figured it was just you getting your jollies. No. Next question. I've only seen the name on the marquee outside the Fuchsia Flamingo. How should I know who that is?
All right, Shiloh.
My new vid phone is essential to my...
This is a private number.
Yeah, I know. This is Lucia Purnell, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm Purnell. Who are you?
My name's Murphy. I'm a PI, and I'm investigating a case you covered in the Bay City Mirror. The Black Arrow Killer.
Yeah? So are 1,000 other people. What makes you so special?
I've got a note that might be from the Black Arrow Killer.
Okay, let's meet. I can tell you whether it's the real thing or not.
I live in the old city on Chandler Avenue. There's a diner close by called the Brew and Stew. Let's meet there.
I know the place. I'll be there in 15 minutes. By the way, what did you say your name was?
Tex Murphy. That's T-E-X.
I got it.
Well, I hope I didn't take you away from anything important.
Nah, just a fight with my editor. Can't even remember what we argued about.
Well, don't worry, because I'm not here to start a fight.
Truth is, I piss people off, usually the wrong people.
Well, at least we got that in common.
Good. Now, you said you had a note?
Yeah.
Where'd you get this?
I got it from a client.
Your client's in danger, Murphy. How much do you know about the Black Arrow Killer?
Killed a few people in the Southwest a couple of years ago, and then a girl around here got killed recently.
You know, Malden might know more than he's letting on. Then again, he might not. Of course, if he did, I doubt he'd tell you. He's not that stupid.
I'm not so sure about that. Look, why don't you fill me in on a few details, and then I can be certain.
It's a long story.
Come on over to the booth and humor me.
You're slightly above average, aren't you?
Yeah, and many things.
Well, we'll just have to cut you down to size, won't we? When the first bodies turned up in Arizona in the summer of '41, the local police tried to keep the story off the wires. They didn't want the bad publicity. It wasn't until March of '42, when 3 other victims were found, that the story really broke big. Turned out the killer in all 5 cases had the same M.O. He sent notes to his victims before murdering them. I had a chance to see one of those notes. It was exactly like this one.
Had the black arrow, all that?
Right, and the block lettering, same words, everything. You probably know cases like this can spawn copycat murders. For that reason, the police didn't release copies of the notes to the media.
Well, so they could differentiate between the copycat killer and the real killer.
Exactly. Anyway, the Black Arrow killer racked up 2 more victims in Nevada before the police finally caught up with him. At that point, the FBI moved in and media coverage evaporated. The name of the guy they arrested was Leroy Kettler. The night they booked him, he hung himself in his cell with a shoelace. Funny thing is, he was wearing cowboy boots.
Now that's a little hard to explain.
After things cooled off, I went down there and interviewed a few people, including an inmate who told me that 2 men in suits went to Kettler's cell the night before he hung himself. I'm pretty sure they were NSA.
NSA? What would the National Surveillance Agency be doing messing around with a serial killing case? More than that, why would they kill Kettler?
Maybe he was a fall guy. Or maybe Kettler really was the serial killer and the feds just didn't want the case resolved. Regardless, there was a cover-up.
Mike Malden said there was another case around here. How does that tie in?
It doesn't. The girl was a grad student at San Francisco Tech. There was no indication that she was receiving threatening notes, and there was nothing out of the ordinary before she was murdered. Oddly enough, the police found a note in her room. At that point, the feds moved in and took over.
That girl, what was her name?
Collins. Sandra Collins. You know something I ought to know?
I'm not sure.
Now, there's no chance that you can give me the name of your client?
You know I can't do that. But I'll tell you what. If I find out who's stalking my client, you're gonna get a scoop out of this.
That's a fair deal. By the way, have you heard of a place called Autotech?
Don't think so.
Might be worth checking into. Oh, and Murphy, one more thing. When I was following this story in Nevada, I met a guy just like you, a PI. He asked a lot of questions, too. A week later, he had a tag on his toe. Suicide, I think.
Brunel certainly gave me a lot to think about. What's the common denominator between Fitzpatrick, Malloy, Kettler, and this young woman, Sandra Collins? Too few details, too many implications. The bottom line is, whoever sent the note to Emily's for real, and she's in danger. Brunel mentioned a place called Autotech. Maybe that's a place to start.
Bingo.
Somebody just jumped off the water tower on the roof of Rusty's funhouse. Dressed all in black. Maybe Emily wasn't just imagining that someone was watching her.
And we'll go ahead and save the game here. And we will travel. Oh, jeez. Oh, god damn. Okay.
Did you find out anything else about that note you brought in here?
Some, but I'll give you the details later when I got some extra time. I came by to get some more information from you.
We wanted to search the entire premises, but it took us forever to find a way up to the roof. Turns out there's a secret room with a ladder and a trap door. We've had the NSA push us out of the way a couple of times. When they say jump, we start jumping and don't stop until they say so. Well, there are some things I don't know about. Sandra Collins. That's the name of a girl who was murdered a couple weeks ago. I don't have any other details. We didn't handle the case. She's a crime reporter for the Bay City Mirror. If anything, she's more irritating than you are. Most of what I know came from the papers. I know there's a rumor around that the Black Arrow killer has moved out here. I don't know any more than what I've told you. There are a lot of perverts running around these days. Sorry. You think I know everyone in this town? Don't know anything about him.
Cool, Shiloh. I've been playing along as I continue on.
I wonder what this pedal-looking thing does.
Oh, right there. Oh, jeez. Oh my god. This thing's crazy.
Ah, rubber chickens. They make me think of Grandma's rubber chicken pot pies. Oh, now here's a classic. Fake vomit. This comes in handy when you don't want people taking the seat beside you. I wonder why Rusty would keep this copy machine hidden. Unless he was using it to... I don't even want to think about that. I once broke up with a girlfriend over a whoopee cushion. Literally. It's an old newspaper with Mac Malden named Policeman of the Week. Must have been a real slow week at the precinct. Man, this fake doggy-doo looks real enough to step in. Man, this fake stuff looks so real. It'll make a great gag. Can you imagine the look on somebody's face when I... Hey, wait a second.
God, the
Oh, sick! Those police dogs were in here. Sorry, Mac, but first things first. Right about the time Grandpa started wearing Huggies, I used to switch one of these for his real dentures. A lot of good memories here. There's a door built into these bricks.
This is not where I wanted to go.
Somebody left their coat here. It sure doesn't look like it's been here very long. I wonder if this jacket could have been left by that shadowy figure I saw up here earlier. Let's see what's in the pockets. A cufflink and torn pieces of a photograph.
Yay, we got another puzzle that might be a little bit easier to put together.
Well, I won't be able to get into the water tower without a key.
I don't want to examine that.
Well, I'm surprised this skylight hasn't had all the panes busted out.
I don't know what Elijah Lamb is. You'll have to tell me about it. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to Texas offices and call this a day, and we will pick this up next time. We'll go ahead and save it. And we'll go from there. Shiloh, you'll have to tell me about Elijah Lamb later on off topic or whatever. We'll try to get this rescheduled soon. And we will go from there. I appreciate everybody watching, and I hope you liked this stream, and hope that we will see you guys next time. I'll get this scheduled for next week, and we'll go there. So I appreciate you guys coming, and I look forward to seeing you again. So we'll do part 2 next week. We'll see you then. Bye.